Well guys, after such an unbelievably long wait, we finally might be here. Of course, how many times have we said this? A million times. But we have some extremely reliable sources finally saying that something is actually going to happen this week. Do I believe it? No, I don't believe anything anymore. I'm sorry, my heart just can't take it anymore. You know how many times we've been let down by, oh, it's happening this week, and nothing ever happened, and then everybody's saying, oh, it's just some type of internal delay from Nintendo. Like, no more internal delays! Apparently this week is different. I've seen some things floating around for the last couple of weeks about this week, but I didn't want to cover it because I'm so against the idea. It just doesn't make sense to me when Nintendo is normally that type of company that doesn't want to interfere with any projects and stuff they have coming out. That's why we haven't had the console revealed, because they wanted all those games to come out last year for, you know, the holiday season with Brothership, Mario Party Jamboree, and of course Echoes of Wisdom. So why would it change? What would be any different now with Donkey Kong coming out? I know it's a remake of a remake, essentially. Well, technically a remaster of a remaster, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's a really old game from the Wii. Why would Nintendo care? But it's Nintendo. They've always cared, you know, and I can't remember too many times they've ever done something like this, but technically they have before. But this morning, everything just went crazy. Like, literally every account I have ever followed in Twitter history for Nintendo information has posted that they are expecting something this Thursday, which is very strange because I've never seen so many accounts so on board. I mean, literally non-Nintendo accounts are posting this stuff. So, like, before we dive into this, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, I stay true to my word. You guys have still been killing it with subscribers, with 716 subscribers from the last video. And if you don't know, I've said that if we've reached a good chunk of subscribers, I don't even have a number. I got to start putting a number on this thing. Over 400 or 500 subscribers. Let's do that. Then I'll do a dance for you every day until Switch 2 is revealed. And apparently, if Switch 2 is coming this Thursday, we got to get these dances going. So here you go. But thank you guys so much for your support. We're almost at 350,000 already, which is absolutely insane. My birthday's coming up on the 20th, so let's see how fast we can actually get to that. So let's see how many more of you we can get on today's video to subscribe. But thank you so much, and let's jump into why everyone's saying it's this week. Right now, like I said, it seems like every Twitter account, news outlet, you know, Switch 2 source out there is saying that something is happening this Thursday. It's actually crazy. I cannot scroll for more than a second without seeing someone post that this Thursday, the Switch 2 is going to be revealed. Why is everyone so on board with this? Well, this comes from Nate the Hate, and he's a very reliable source. He doesn't speak on anything unless he's sure that his source is correct. Now, he just recently made a statement that read, "I can share with you that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be revealed in the coming week. I have been told Switch 2 will be revealed on Thursday, January 16th. Just a few days from now," they said. "I've heard that the reveal itself is going to focus almost exclusively on the console itself. There is not going to be any presence of games. There could be a game shown running on the screen depending on how the trailer is put together, but software is not going to be a focus." Apparently it's going to be another two-part reveal, with a second part, kind of like the original Nintendo Switch, being a bigger presentation later on, which is what Video Games Chronicle has been told as well for plans for Switch 2. So everything is apparently adding up. Now, before we dive into, you know, what the presentation could be, what the actual reveal is going to be, and start talking about that, why Thursday? Is this even accurate? Well, of course, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD comes out on Thursday, but does that ever stop Nintendo? They've definitely had Nintendo Directs in the past on the same week of a game launch, so not necessarily, but what about a console launch? Well, they actually technically have done this before with the Nintendo Switch, actually. Well, Mario Party Star Rush for the 3DS was actually released in some regions on the same exact day as the Nintendo Switch 1 reveal, so maybe there is some merit to this. Now, that was a different time period, you could argue. The Wii U was failing, and the 3DS was really the only thing helping carry Nintendo, so Nintendo's eyes were definitely on Switch and focused on Switch, but the Switch isn't failing right now. Yeah, it's declining, but it's not in the same position as the Wii U. So does Nintendo actually need to move on to a Switch 2 trailer on the same day? No, but I guess technically it could happen. Now, before this information came out, I was completely on the page and mindset that this was not going to be an option for this week because Donkey Kong, it just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't feel like it's this week. But apparently it is. We're just gonna have to wait and see, but I was always still expecting towards the very end of January, very beginning of February. But trust me, when I say I will not be complaining if it happens this week. Trust me. Now, Samus Hunter is another account that's been talking about the week of Donkey Kong for a while. I just didn't want to believe it, but they definitely have been bringing this up weeks ago. And they also reconfirmed that yes, their source is still claiming around the release of Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is when we're going to get the Switch 2 reveal. So maybe it is this week. But apparently, Nintendo seems to be going the exact same direction that they were before. This seems to be in line with everything that we've been experiencing with Nintendo Switch. You know, a big reveal for the console, showing off what the console is, what it can do, maybe showing some games that are played on TV, but not focused on those games. That doesn't mean we're not going to get games shown off. Remember that. The very first official Nintendo reveal trailer showed off a lot, believe it or not. The very first game we see is Breath of the Wild, which we've already seen lots of gameplay of. Nintendo had a direct for the game just before this, so, you know, it's not a huge deal, but we did see some more new gameplay of them playing it, so I could see the same situation here being like Metroid Prime 4, seeing some new gameplay on screen as they're playing with this new Switch, for sure. That just sounds something right up Nintendo's alley. I personally still think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be a launch title, but who knows? But they showed off lots of other things as well. Third-party games like Skyrim, NBA 2K, and not to mention some big first-party games. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe got a glimpse shown off, and we also got a glimpse of Splatoon 2 and Super Mario freaking Odyssey. Like, who's ever going to forget this moment where Nintendo Karen is playing Mario Odyssey for the first time and everyone's speculating what the heck this could be? Even a small glimpse like this would be enough just to get fans hype out of their minds for this new console, and they don't need to show off big trailers for these things yet. Just give us some glimpses and give us something to speculate on. Honestly, that's all we've been asking for, but according to Nate the Hate, he's expecting some type of release of the actual console in May or June, which actually does line up with exactly what I was thinking. Like, I was like, there's no way in the world this is coming out in March or even April like some people were suggesting. May or June definitely sounds better. But apparently Nintendo's going to follow up with their own presentation like they did before, but when would that be? If this console is releasing in May or June, I can definitely see a presentation in March or April. Look, after how long Nintendo made us wait for an official reveal trailer, I am not expecting it to be anywhere near that reveal trailer. If that reveal trailer is this week, I'm talking at least March or April. Like March being the earliest time frame, because Nintendo just seems to be taking this thing slow. So I don't have any expectations on anything sooner than that. It is going to be weird to maybe even skip a February Nintendo Direct then if this is where Nintendo's going. Will they even have a Direct? Is there just going to be a Switch 1 focused February Direct? Who even knows at this point? There's just too much to try to consider here. But I guess the one thing I'm a little worried about is that initial reveal trailer being kind of lackluster, because if it focuses too much on hardware and literally no software, who's gonna really care at this point? Does Nintendo know that this console has leaked like crazy? Like almost everything that we see in this reveal trailer is probably gonna be stuff that we're like, yeah, we've been seeing this. This is not a surprise or a shock whatsoever. So I'm hoping that they do sneak in some game footage and some stuff there to at least get us hyped for something else. And maybe some hidden functions that we don't even know about that didn't leak would be great, but we're gonna have to wait and see. We just gotta, you know, at least get a confirmation that this reveal is happening this week. Please, I hope Nintendo announces something tomorrow or Wednesday morning, but we're just gonna have to wait a little while longer to see if this is true. But this could finally be it, guys. This could finally be the home stretch that we've been waiting for, finally getting an official reveal for Nintendo Switch 2. It's all we've been asking for, just to see the thing officially, so that way these leaks and rumors can stop. I actually cannot wait. But let me know if you believe this or not. I'm still very much skeptical and on the fence, but time will tell. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.